Hi, Linda Bowen here from StampingWithLinda.com, your cardiologist since 1997, helping you create cards from the heart. Welcome back to another creative fold, and I'm going to show you a double layer cascading card. As you can see, I have two different layers of cardstock. Isn't that just beautiful? So let's get started. What I have is a piece of rich raspberry. This measures 5 inches by 12 inches. And I have a piece of berry vanilla that measures 4 7/8 by 12. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into that vanilla piece. I'm measuring up 2 3/8, and I want to cut at an angle. Now I cannot use my personal trimmer for this because of the angle. It is wider than, my cardstock is wider than what my personal trimmer is. So I need to cut that with scissors. Then I'm going to go in with the rich raspberry, and because it is a bigger size, I'm going to mark it at the 2 1/2 inch mark. Remember, the vanilla was at 2 3/8, so I've got that. And now I am going to angle it like so, draw my straight line, and then I'm going to be cutting. I'm going to be using the Petal Potpourri stamp set. This is a bundle, and it comes with the flower medallion punch. What I am finding with a Cascade card, that it works better if you have a uniform object. So this flower is uniform with a punch, so it works very well. Next, going to bring in that personal trimmer. I need to score, and I want the flat side of my paper at the top. I'm going to score at 4 inches and 8 inches. The same way with the vanilla. 4 inches and 8. Then I'm going to add adhesive, and I want adhesive good along those score lines. You can put your pieces together and score them, but I find that it is too bulky. I like to score them individually. And you want to make sure yours, let's see, that needs to be a valley. This needs to be a mountain. And I'm going to do the same thing here, mountain and valley. And then I'm just going to go in and lay that. Again, you can use sticky strip if you lay down nice and even and don't need to pull up. Sticky strip works real well, but I also feel snail works well. So I've got that. Next, I'm going to bring in that flower stamp. Again, this is from the Petal Potpourri, and I'm going to stamp that on a scrap piece of paper. I'm going to take my center with Daffodil Delight and ink that. Stamp my middle. Open my punch, and then I can just slide it right in and punch it. Again, because this is a uniform flower, I can put it on both sides of my project. So I'm just going to add some snail to that flower. I'm going to add that up here. And I have already stamped another one. And I'm going to add a little bit more adhesive to that. I only put a little bit of adhesive on here because it went onto the card. But this one I added a little bit more, so that I can add that there. I also took and stamped and punched and then cut in half several of these flowers, and I just found it made for a nice border along that cascading card. So that is how I got that border. You want to make sure when you line them up that you don't go over that fold mark, so they can just lay on top of each other. But you don't want them in that fold. Doesn't that just add character to that card? Just absolutely love it. I'm not going to put the other flowers together or onto the card. I'm just going to bring in and show you how I stamped the thank you, did a little butterfly, put a butterflies inside. So it layers down through the cascading and also on the back side. And there you have a double layer cascading card. Thanks for joining me. Talk to you real soon.